All right, we are back.
Mm-hmm. Ick.
Eh.
I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Nice.
Nice.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Okay.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Nope. Someone's at your door.
Hiya.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan.
Check the
I
doors.
honestly
See if you
believe
can
we
get
can
into
get this
them.
thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Yes, there's artists.
Yeah. What about the one across from you or your room?
A bunch of candy everywhere. And an Xbox game.
Night Springs.
Oh, it does say Xbox 360. I had one of these.
I did too.
I always sucked at it, but yeah.
You have to be like really gentle with them.
I mean, I once did get
Now,
it.
Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. but under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
It's a sound clock.
Yup.
You can make one of these out in the forest and make it look like exactly the same. Stick in the middle and numbers on the sides.
I never get tired of this view. Very
Island
inspiring,
is missing.
isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
I believe where you're
It
supposed to be
seems
looking
there's a
is, yeah,
storm
right
coming.
there, I think, on
Funny,
left.
I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast.
Somewhere there.
Well, no matter.
Yeah.
This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the
Jeez,
journey
this man
towards your
talks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Come along. Let's go inside.
Is that one of the patients?
Yeah. You could
Here's
probably
the
go talk
entrance
to
the
him.
office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's
Ooh-yah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Yep.
There's a lady over there.
Oh, I thought that was one of the people that takes care of him. Well, that's one of the patients.
Come
It
out
reminds me of
this way.
Insane Asylum.
You
Oh,
might have
that's
noticed
kind
the
of where we
typewriter
are.
in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you
Oh my
feel
gosh,
up
she's
to it,
singing
you should
Flight of the
continue.
Valkyries.
No, I don't really pay attention.
I hear squeaking. Did you hear the squeaking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's them.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
Oh, can we
And
go outside?
These two are the Anderson
Perhaps.
brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I have a bad feeling about this. He's gonna
I'd
die.
like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Mm-hmm.
My head was
it's-
clearing up. Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Jesus Christ.
The old man had monologue. Okay, you did get paper from them, or you did get something from them. It was a page.
I think this game really likes shutting your mouth.
You wanna see what page they gave you?
This thing?
Yeah, that's what they gave you.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can go outside and see that painter.
I can't go through that door.
Not that door. It would be outside. So it would be back through the next to the lady on the right. Oh, yep, it's still open.
Hello.
Oh,
It's
hello.
pink.
I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
That's a very...
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
That bladder is very dirty.
Oh, that's basically how it ends up by the end of it.
End of it, yes.
He's almost done. He painted your face.
He seems to be putting the paint along the chin constantly.
Mm.
That's not a happy little cloud, I can tell you that.
But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scared.
Sinclair, Dr. Hartman was worried about the
I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary. Is that what he said?
Not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
Is there anything around the lobby?
The storm's bound to make you know who jumpy.
Oh,
You know how they get.
I saw a shiny.
Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Okay.
So
You want to
he's
head
named
upstairs?
after a tree as well. All the Pokemon lab professors are named after trees.
Isn't that only in the first season? Or is that in every season?
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to
I
your
believe
room
that's
by those
upstairs.
stairs, Wake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
But check
Professor
around.
Oak. There's Professor Birch.
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to
I
get
know
my
there's
hands
Professor Ivy. She's pretty cool.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Well, if it will come true, I would have died a lot. Do you have a QR reader?
No.
Do I need to bother?
I mean, if you want to.
You can keep him busy.
Okay. So, the other day.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Oh, I thought his name was Lurch. So the other day, I was thinking about for Halloween, we should do like a really spooky, like game, like, and I play it.
I mean, there's that.
Mm.
You can try.
Okay. Can you get this QR code or is it not real? I bet you it's just for the game Alan Wake.
Probably if my phone decides to even download anything.
Well, if you can't get it in the next few moments.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them while we've been roaming around. I don't know what they are, though.
Okay, let's see. Oh, for Christ's sake. When you scan a QR code, this app gives you an ad. Constipation, that looks painful.
My favorite is the ones for Pepto-Bismol.
That's what it says. Constipation, that must be painful.
Check the other side.
Like
near
max
the equipment.
painful. that kind of pain.
So what did the QR code?
Exactly, that's what I said.
Oh, just the constipation?
Yeah, some weird picture.
Oh, there's the painter's room.
Oh, I thought that was mine.
No, yours is
Oh, here we
wait.
go. Let's paint. Let's
the white glare of
do
the
something.
blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about.
Oh my gosh,
but
are
it
they
could be
really
my
singing
only
that?
chance of getting out of here.
I don't know what that song is.
Oh, he's got a real hammer. Everyone watch out. Oh, I see something across the way.
Oh, thermal.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
I saw something on the stairs too.
I'm taking it.
I don't get it.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practice hand on Barry's shoulder.
Oh, we gotta see Barry again.
Sadly.
Did they smash that lady's face in?
No, I think they just hit her.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
They won't hurt you.
I
If
know.
that's what you're worried. Sinclair has a key.
Come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses first.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal name.
Nope. Go in the other room.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Nice paintings.
Oh, there's some of the taken. Oh, there's a paper too. Oh, there's you on the left.
Nice.
You gonna pick up the paper, or you want to listen?
Mrs. Wake,
This
can
first.
you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep.
you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time. And he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Nice.
So yeah, the tape recording had been...
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
That's a GG.
Mm,
Should I open the lock for him?
I guess so.
I really care about the scary boy.
I mean, you kind of have to. I don't think there's any other way around.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad
Oh,
to see
thermos behind him.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Sure.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Well, I was correct. He was gonna die.
Okay.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Place is messed up.
The dark presence would be on.
We should probably go.
I had to find a way out.
Stuff is moving.
Yes, I see that. Ah.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Upstairs?
Something's attacking.
Watch out for the bear.
Oh, a smaller one. Doesn't matter though. Everything's dying.
It's because it floats right into the light.
Yep.
Did you turn on the TV just out of curiosity?
Hopefully. Time to find out.
You need to stop running so fast. You kind of needed that flare.
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't even see a flare.
There was a flare on the table.
Am I stuck?
I don't know. Can you go through the door? Not that one.
That worked.
I'm kind of worried what would happen if you had missed.
Papers.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Yep.
Why don't you click on the TV? Wait. Never mind.
But I'm in a hurry. Oh,
Might want to back up.
Again. Good. It's here.
You kind of need it to be with you.
Do I?
Well, you don't have a flashlight.
I guess I gotta use it to destroy doors.
I have no idea where it is now. Is it coming towards you?
Yes. Like I said, I have no idea how to do some of these things.
I think you've gotten it stuck.
No, it just has to go far enough back.
There we go. Nice.
Ow! I'm here!
I saw paper on the fountain. Is that paper? No, it's a rock.
Tablet.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going! I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there!
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Everything's trying to attack me.
You might want to handle start being thrown at you first.
I thought I had flares.
You only had one flare.
Oh, I thought it said 6. But it was probably just my thingies. Ow.
Oh, I see a thermos.
Me too, but on the edge.
You can probably get after getting this thing. He gave you the worst flashlight ever.
Yep. Can't I just carry one of those LED flashlights?
I mean,
like
you
the size of a
could, but you have to
computer.
find one.
Like just grab a spotlight.
Is there anything else over here? Okay.
Need to stop. There. Can I focus on the gate now?
I think so.
Oh, I gotta get both.
Oh, there's some flares.
The hedge maze gonna be even worse. And you're not getting assaulted?
Seems suspicious. Nice dodge. You want to check those? Oh,
Check what?
the other way.
Maybe.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Might be inappropriate, but I really want to go back there.
No, just...
Probably a dead
I
end
thought there
anyway.
might be a white box or something.
Yes.
They're not doing a very good job, though.
Ah.
Remember, you do have flares.
There we go. What happened to the other boy?
I don't know.
I didn't.
Oh, there he is.
I was about to say, do flares kill?
Don't think so. Only flashbangs kill. And flare explosions.
There we go.
We don't want any fighting. It makes people sad.
Aha.
A Lushan has taken someone.
Seems to be. He's probably an ancient one.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and cold.
Aha. He
Nope.
turned.
It's Birch.
I already forgot his name.
Birch. He is coming at you.
Yes. I'm getting all wrecked by those.
There is stuff behind him. Like, up on the...
Oh, I have a flare gun.
But you only have one flare if you want to hit him with it. It's not how you use a flare gun, but okay.
Hey, it worked. Sorta.
Nice.
Oh, I thought a cutscene was gonna start. Wasn't too bad. Off he goes. And I finally get the heck. Oh, I thought there was something on the bench.
No.
I finally get the heck out of here.
Maybe. You have to find Barry.
Many crows, very damaged. Wow.
Much wow. Shotgun.
Oh, I picked up a paper. I didn't even see it.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
I have no idea who they're talking about.
Mott was the one that said he stole your wife.
Oh. Ooh, a battle arena. I wonder what's gonna be here. Told ya.
That would have been an amazing bayonet dodge if you had done it right.
Yeah, I don't pay attention.
I like how you know that it's like, ooh, battle arena, but you're never prepared for it.
Hey, playing World of Warcraft enough, I know.
We've got giant rooms, it must be a battle.
The moment they give you health and whatnot and the save point, it's obviously a thingy.
Oh, there's a flare.
Except in Code Vein, it kind of bamboozled, but...
Oh no, got possessed wheelbarrow.
Yeah, fly off there. I don't care.
I think he died.
Good. I didn't have to deal with it.
Smacks you in the face and then flies off. You're not gonna get that paper?
What paper?
One on your left.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Nice.
The world exploded.
I thought it was gonna happen in 2024.
What?
The world ending.
Well, they've been telling us that like every 2 years, so, you know.
Yeah.
That's gonna suck. The subway system from like France to wherever is only gonna be up for like 2 years then.
A short burst of pleasure is all they get.
I want to go there at least once. Oh,
Not
arrows.
to France.
To France.
The videos I've seen about it, the customer service is not very good in there. At least the tourists. But I don't know, it might be better than they describe.
It isn't like if you can't speak French, they're not the greatest to you. I don't really
It's
know.
exactly that.
Of course,
I mean,
that seems to be the way in like every place you go.
not here.
Well, you have the like hardest language in the world, so you know.
Hey, it's not that difficult if every word has like 30 different conjugations.
is difficult.
I think Mandarin China is the most difficult in the world, if I remember correctly. But it's also the most spoken language for some unknown reason.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
How do you barely taste blood when you swallow it?
A very good question. So you're the one who almost broke his nose again.
What berries?
No, the doctors.
Oh. I saw a weird jacket that looked like a garbage bag.
That's amazing.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find
So,
it, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna look for this key, and it's gonna take me exactly as long as it takes you to kill all these enemies.
Hey, go
I hope-
figures.
How about you flare gun that first guy?
I'm on it!
Just shoot it right at his face.
Oh, there was guys behind me?
Yes.
I didn't
They
see
climbed-
the two guys that
They
climbed.
climbed up the stairs.
I was waiting
Just
for
run
the
at
two
the
the big
first guy.
I was waiting for the two big guys to get together and then I shoot between them.
Okay. Well, just run up to the big guy and just flare gun the ground.
Does that work?
Not really, but good enough. There we go.
I gotta protect him too.
No. Oh, there's that guy. I don't know if the birds will attack.
I found it! Ah, no, wait, there's a twig.
If they do get too close, you do have flares.
Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Well, it didn't take as
You
long
can
as
back up.
it didn't take as long as you said.
You can go. You don't have to shoot them.
They did.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Sweet flips, brother.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh,
Yeah!
well, there's Barry.
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
He has some great flares that kill. Mine doesn't.
That's not fair.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the
That's not flare.
I'll be waiting!
Oh, I already
Barry,
see how this
just
is
wait
gonna
for
turn
me,
out.
okay?
Al, I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo.
Don't fall.
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Why would you destroy train tracks, man? While I'm here playing a game where I destroyed an entire train, so...
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know, is it real?
You don't have a flashlight.
I know, I can't fight. Yeah, I kinda destroyed an entire train.
Are we talking about in Alan Wake, or you need to run?
I know I'm doing it. I don't know, does that help, but...
It keeps them away from you.
Oh, it destroys the... I can't see, man. Oh, it's a page Reno. It destroyed all the barrels.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Uh-huh. I love how it's telling me the future, but I already forget what's gonna happen in the future.
That's okay.
So whatever he's saying is gonna be more of a surprise.
Oh, I see a thermos.
Do you?
Yeah, straight ahead.
There. A bowel. Come on. I got brand new bird. Wood. Ow. Are you stuck?
Where is he?
All the way out there. All I needed to do is
this
come to the
barrel
light.
sucks.
Because I don't want it to chasing me. There you go.
There we go. Are we gonna go get that thermos?
I mean, I can try. Are these TNT?
Don't think so.
The game says no. Sick dodge.
Let's just keep running.
I would prefer running, but... What? He can't run for more than 2 seconds. I know he's a rider and all, but come on. Everyone should have at least a decent fight or flight instinct to run.
This is true.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
I think your light is broken.
Now I just gotta somehow power it with a generator. The paper.
Is there a flashlight around here?
I don't see one.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Nice. No.
I can hear the gate being murdered.
So it is a fallable pole.
Most things are, yes.
I was thinking, is there
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Do you want to go back up and see what was in that cave?
But I didn't go up. There's nothing here.
Nothing? Okay. I thought it was like one of those ones you had gone through.
Trust no one in the dark.
It's true.
So when I turn my lights off at my house, I shouldn't trust anybody anymore. That's a GG.
Yes. You have no gun.
I know.
It's time to run.
Generator.
Wow, they're aimed.
I didn't get it. Guess I'm saying piss off.
It's the light source.
Run.
Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Uh-huh. He came out of nowhere.
They're just throwing things at you.
It's there. There we go.
Just everything in their pockets is just flying past you.
It's like the light is right there. Let's throw everything we have. Just in case.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
I mean, couldn't you just sit in front of the car lights?
I mean, I would. Oh, you want
or
that?
inside the car. Can't I just sit in the tent?
Can't you take the lamp from the tent?
And that too. Can't I just sit in the tent, wait for daytime and then continue forward?
Solve all your problems.
So I wouldn't get assaulted by every single car.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
That's not the kind of driving I would do. Is this gate haunted too?
Yes.
Go figures. thought there were page there.
You think we'll have time to get there?
I'm trying.
Shall I listen to him first?
Yes.
To deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes. I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
It's the guy from BioShock.
Yes. We'll be back.